So understanding that there is a correct pattern to retrieving a lob and what is that very first step is going to make a big difference in you being able to get back and get that ball and stay in the game. So the first thing is we're up here at the kitchen, right? And we're dinking and Damon decides he's going to lob me. The very first step that I want to take is a pivot in the direction of my strong side. So for me, I'm right-handed. That means my first step is a pivot towards my right side. And I'm almost turning all the way around on this pivot. This is a quick pivot. It's a strong pivot. We're gonna be pushing off on our left leg, pushing off. And now we're actually stepping to get back to this baseline. So we're not shuffling, we're not running backwards, we're not shuffling sideways. We're actually doing that very first pivot to allow us to get back here, and then we're turning around to get behind this ball and hopefully be able to just drop it back in. People always ask, who's responsible for getting the lob? A couple of rules of thumbs there. Obviously, depending on your age and your athletic ability is gonna determine somewhat how much you're gonna go for a lob. But if we're gonna take that all out of the picture and we're gonna say everybody has a job to retrieve a lob when we get lobbed, it's gonna be more about which side of the court you're on. So if I'm playing on the left side of the court here, and I'm a right-handed player, I'm probably gonna be responsible for getting 70% of the lobs, okay? So any lob that goes over me, any lob that kind of goes over the middle here, those are gonna be my responsibility to run down. The player on the right side, if they're a right-handed player, they're still gonna pivot to their right? We don't wanna pivot to our left because now we're kind of twisted up and we're gonna make a loop in order to get that ball. But pivoting to your right, you're only responsible for about 30% of the court, okay? Those are gonna be your balls. Obviously, if we have a left-handed player, that dynamic's gonna shift a little bit more because if I was a left-handed player here playing on the right side, obviously then I'm gonna be able to pivot to my left, and that's gonna open up a lot more of the court that I could then potentially run down that ball. So understanding that for most of us, the player on the left is gonna be responsible for getting a lot of the lobs. Key, communication. If we're both moving back, we gotta talk because I'm watching this ball. I'm not necessarily watching my partner and I don't wanna run into my partner. I gotta call it. I gotta say, I've got it. I've gotta get back there. And then we're gonna work our way back up again with good footwork through that transition zone, getting back to this kitchen game.